Man, I'm so excited to be with you guys this morning. We are going to go into something that completely changed my life. This is a framework that I've been using for quite a long time now. And everybody who comes through Limitless Faith Kingdom Builders, we go through this framework each individually so we can find out where you are in your life currently, where are you looking to go, and what are the next steps to get to your ultimate goal. Because what happens is what's not measured will never be obtained. And that's with anything you do in life. That's with your nutrition, that's with your financial goals, that's with your business that you're building, whatever it might be. And we get to a place where we know exactly what we need to do, but we just don't do it. Speaking to a friend this morning as we were on a call, and he knows what he needs to do physically. And we have an accountability call every Monday. And he told me, he's like, man, the last week I messed up. I messed up really bad. Wasn't convicted, didn't follow through anything of what I was supposed to do. And my biggest thing I told him was like, well, last week it was over and we start a new week. So if you feel like you messed up last week, you feel like you didn't accomplish your goals that you set out for, guess what? Today is a new day. And today can be a new chapter in the page of the book that you're going to write for your life. That's the most beautiful thing. We're gifted another day every day. So whatever happened last week, let's leave that for what happened last week. And let's focus on what we can do today. So we're going to go through this framework, and it's called the 5Fs framework: faith, family, fitness, focus, and finance. So let me share my screen with you. I'm going to show you one of our members actually created this. And when I saw it, I told him about the framework, and I told him exactly what we were going to do. And he went and he made this. And you can see we have faith, family, focus. Well, that's supposed to go faith, family, fitness, focus, finance. And those are the 5Fs in that order. So when I was presented with this first, I took a look at it and I graded myself. And the way that you grade yourself is that you take yourself from 1 to 10 in each area. So if you're a 5 in all areas, you're going to add that up. That's going to give you your total score. Then what you're going to do is divide by 50 and multiply by 100. That's going to give you your winning percentage in life. This is then going to give you a self-reflection of exactly where you are and what you need to work on. Now, this right here, when you have the reflection, when you see, okay, I'm not showing up in this area. I'm not opening my Bible. I'm not being in the Word daily. I don't have a tribe around me that are uplifting me, motivating me, supporting me, pushing me into my goals. I'm not reaching out to my family. I haven't really spoke to my friends or told them that I can help them in any sort of way, and I want nothing from them except to be a servant and help. Where's my focus? What am I focused on today? What am I focused on for the week? What's my overall arching goal, vision, plan, execution? What does that look like? Where's my fitness? Did I get my blood work done that I said I was going to get done 4 months ago? Am I following a nutrition plan? Am I following through what I said I was going to do New Year's last year? Or if I continually saying to myself, don't worry, I'll get it done, and having nobody hold you accountable? Because that was me. I was the kind of person that would tell you one thing and I would do the exact opposite. And I had nobody keeping me accountable. And what happened through that process was nobody would listen to me. I would talk about all these things that I was going to do. I was getting the best shape of my life. I was going to start focusing on the Bible. I was going to start focusing on prayer groups. I was going to start going to connect groups. I was going to do all these different things. But then party took over my life. I had no standards. I had no boundaries. I had nothing that you see today. And then I started to realize is nobody was coming to help me. Nobody was there to support me. Or if there were people there to support me, I didn't even accept the support because I had to have a self-reflection of myself. It wasn't until I had to look myself in the mirror one day after I just lost my company. I had 14 months of depression. I was on my 3rd attempted suicide at that time. And I looked and I saw what happened. I let myself go. I completely let my body go. I was 50 pounds overweight. I was white as a ghost. I didn't go outside. I didn't want anybody to see who I was. And I had to make a change. And you see, we talk about these massive steps forward. We talk about like being 100% better every day. That's not possible. You need to take one step in the right direction, being 1% better every day. I don't know where you are in your life or what that looks like to you. Maybe you have to take care of your physical. Maybe you got to take care of your family. Maybe you got to step up in your faith. Maybe your finances are lacking. Maybe you have some debt that needs to be paid off. All of these things, when I took this, my score was a 42. I was showing up 42% of what I could in the world. And then I started to have people hold me accountable. Then I started to have a group of mentors and coaches that were around me all the time that I check in with every single week to make sure I'm where I need to be in all 5 of these areas. And that's when my life started to change. When I started to invest in myself, because I was investing my time, but I wasn't showing up. I wasn't taking the time. I wasn't showing up for me. Wasn't showing up for my family. Wasn't showing up for anybody around me that followed me. All I cared about was what's in it for me. Now it's not about going to the gym and looking good. And what it's about is bringing people closer to Jesus. And the conversations that I have because I take care of myself. And the conversations I have at the gym and where I go and I serve and I speak to people and relationships are built. What I want you to get out of this is if you're not measuring your success, you're not measuring vision of your life in these 5 areas. These are the core components of your life: faith, family, fitness, focus, and finance. And if you can look at this and you can have a self-reflection and you can fill this out and you can see and you say, oh man, I'm showing up at 22%. Guarantee if you take the first step forward and you start showing up in your life, you'll be a better father, you'll be a better husband, you'll be a better employee, business owner, whatever it might be. But it takes that self-reflection. It takes you identifying areas of your life where you need to show up better. It takes you knowing what you're supposed to do every day. You know you're supposed to show up. You know you're supposed to go take care of yourself. You know you're supposed to physically be the man that God has called you to be, but you still aren't taking the action. And you're probably a lot like me, because I didn't want to take the action until somebody put it in front of me and said, Clint, this is how you're showing up in the world. Is this what you want to leave? Is this the legacy you want to leave? Is this how you want your children to be able to see you? Is this how you want to lead a company? And I had to have a very, very big talk with myself and a talk with God. And then God put the right people in my life. He started to show me what it's really like to show up, to take care of myself, to honor my body as the temple, to be able to take care of others, to serve in a way where not only do I benefit, but everybody benefits from it. Limitless Faith Kingdom Builders is exactly that. I'm excited. We launch our ebook at the end of this week on Friday. 5 pillars to be the man of God that God has called you to be. And then on top of that, we're starting to get resources put into place now, just like this assessment, just like how you can be able to show up in the world and how and why you're struggling in certain areas. But I can tell you right now, if you're not honest with yourself and you don't have a self-reflection of where you really are, then you're just going to keep lying to yourself. Because you know that you're not showing up in certain areas of your life and you know that you need to be better. Everybody does. We all fall short of the glory of God. None of us are perfect. But if you can learn to show up consistently and disciplined, your life will completely change. So guys, I wanted to show you that. It's called the 5F self-assessment. This is something that really, it changed my life. It's something that I was able to take and structure into my life. Something now that we put into Limitless Faith Kingdom Builders for all the members who join. If you're looking for a group, or if you're looking for a community, if you're looking for a place where you can have a group of men that don't judge you, that uplift you, motivate you, pray over you, empower you to be better in all areas of life, there's a link that I'll put in the comments below. It's our school community. Come inside, introduce yourself, go through the programming, go through the videos, learn about the members. And then as we launch Limitless Faith Kingdom Builders events Q1 2025, there'll be more info on that. And I'm just super excited for what God's doing. We got some amazing things planned here in Austin. If you are in the heart of Austin, we have some big meetings this week where we're going to be able to finalize some things. And I'm just excited to see how God's going to be working, and God's going to be helping men all across the world. So God bless you guys. I appreciate you. You guys have a blessed day. Go out there, chase your dreams, and be the man God has called you to be.